Hi, my name is Cheyne Walls and thank you so much for checking out my channel. On this episode, I'm up in the beautiful area of Canyonlands National Park, and I was going to go over, if you were up here and you only had about a day to see Canyonlands, Arches National Park, what should you try to do to kind of see the main big sights? Also too, as a photographer, between the times of sunrise and sunset, where you need to be to position yourself, be able to get a good photograph. Now there are a lot of great, beautiful places around here, but for sunrise, I have to highly recommend Mesa Arch. During the sunrise, the sun actually lights the bottom of this. It's a deep red, as you can see here from my other photos. And I've got some absolutely epic photos here. It's so beautiful. The one thing I do have to say though, there will be crowds most of the year. If you want this place to yourself, you have to come between January and February, where there will be snow and sometimes the road is closed. But nevertheless, you got to come in. If you're in this area, you got to come see Mesa Arch. There's just a brief warning here. This is just a quick video on how to see and photograph the main sites around here in a short amount of time. If you had more time, I would highly recommend finding the trails, taking a day just to hike along the rim here in Canyonlands. There's so many beautiful things to see and explore around here.
Now that we got that sunrise, I'm actually going to go and recommend going from Canyonlands down to Arches National Park, because just the way the parks are set up, you can get sunrises and sunsets at both of them, but I just like Mesa Arch is such an amazing sunrise. I feel that's a must. If you've never been here before, you have to see that. Then during the day, early morning, late afternoon, Arches seems to be a little bit better. So, and then I actually do come back to Canyonlands for sunset. So you will be doing a lot of driving. So I do recommend kind of having Cliff Bars or some kind of, a lot of water on hand, because you'll be driving back and forth. Because the parks are about an hour from each other, give or take.
Now here we are in Arches, and it's middle of May right now, so it shouldn't be that crowded, and it's on a Wednesday, but you saw the line coming in. It is absolutely packed. So what I decided to do, I grabbed the first spot I could, and I'm just gonna kind of hike around this area, look around, because right now the sun is on and off, but Arches lends itself a little bit better than Canyonlands for direct sun. So anywhere in Arches here, you can get a pretty decent shot with clouds and sun, because that sun off the rock is great and all that good contrast and red rock look. So it's great for black and white as well. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna spend a little time here. I love how this is looking right now with the clouds in the background. It's gonna be a quick shot of that before we go on to Delicate Arch. Now Delicate Arch is a must-see if you're at Arches National Park. I'm here right now, and as you can see, the parking lot's pretty busy. It's always busy unless you're here from about December to February, extreme off season. But again, it is a must-see. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a lot bigger than you would actually think than pictures can display. So you gotta come check it out. Just, again, like the entrance, have kind of a heads up and be prepared that the crowds are gonna be here in droves. Now the hike up to Delicate Arch isn't that bad. It's about 2.5 hours round trip. And be prepared, you will be walking on red rock, which is very slick when wet or icy. And at the end of the trail, it does get pretty narrow, with a decent sized cliff on the side of it, so if you are afraid of heights, just beware. So if you didn't want to do the full 2-hour round trip hike up to Delicate Arch, you can drive a little bit farther and there's a parking lot where you can see the arch from, or two, that same parking lot leads up to here, which is about half-mile hike to get a viewpoint from here. But little change of plans here. I was going to take you to show you Skyline Arch, which is farther up the road here in Arches National Park. Problem is, I just spoke to a ranger, and it's about an hour delay up there with the crowds in the parking lot. It's a loop, so you can't just really bypass it and see it real quick. You got to go through that loop, parking. So we're going to skip it this time. We're going to start heading back towards Moab. We're going to go grab a quick late lunch and then head back to Canyonlands for sunset. But we'll hit the windows arches on the way back just to show them to you, because it's a beautiful spot and you do have to check those out.
So the windows arches are a must-see here, and there's some great places to photograph. But just take note, it's an absolute cluster. Wednesday, middle of May. I can't imagine what this is like in the summer. Now for a great sunrise or sunset, right there is a great spot shooting out through this arch. So with the rain getting heavier and heavier, we're gonna head into Moab now. God, with these crowds, I need a beer and some food. So we're gonna grab a late lunch in Moab right now, and then head back over to Canyonlands for sunset. And hopefully the rain clears by then. Now, if I was a little short with arches, I didn't mean to be. It's the same as Canyonlands. You can spend months here and not see everything. But arches, as well as Zion National Park, have this one big flaw in my mind, is they're kind of the Disneylands of national parks. They're smaller parks to begin with, and then the crowds, as you saw today, and I'm going to say it again, we're in May, mid-May on a Monday, or excuse me, on a Wednesday, and it's just packed. It's really hard to get around. We had to cut the trip a little short because the traffic and just the lines of people parking, it's amazing. So if you are doing this and you only have a day here in this area, I do recommend coming in the off season, both for Canyonlands and Arches. You would not believe the difference. If you came here in February, given there's snow on the ground and it's very cold, you have this whole place to yourself, and it's quite amazing in that way. But nevertheless, let's go grab a beer. So now I'm back in Canyonlands for sunset. Now I'm going to take you to my favorite place. It's a secret place. It's not on any map because it's an old historical site. Native Americans used to camp out here when they were hunting, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's high up in the cliffs. They set up rocks to protect themselves overnight from the wind. It's a beautiful sight. Wait till you see it. So we're fighting an uphill battle today. The weather's against us, and now some idiots have damaged the site, so they've closed it down until further notice. So that's a huge bummer. But like photographers, you know, it's never know what's around the corner, so we'll go find something else to shoot. Sorry for that downbeat, I was just a little upset. But here we go, we're in Canyonlands. There's millions of places to get a good sunset, and I'm gonna take you to another one of my favorites. So we're here at the Green River Overlook, and the weather has picked up a little bit. But to be 100% honest, I'd prefer this weather any day over sunny with a few clouds. Because sunny with a few clouds, you get some okay, pretty good shots. You get, you know, a handful of them. But this rain, we're running the risk of not getting any shot or getting an absolute epic shot, which I'll take that any day of the week over 7 or 8 okay shots. That one great shot would mean the whole trip.
This is why I find photography so special. It's so difficult to get that one good shot. You got to be persistent. You got to try everything. And that's what we've been doing today. We've been dealing with the rain. We've given ourselves the best chance of success by going to the locations where the light should be good if there is good light. But again, the rain has been kind of slowing us down today. Still beautiful. I love being out here witnessing this. It's just it's hard to put into words. It's just such an amazing feeling. And now to top it all off with this, 5 minutes ago it was pouring rain. You couldn't even see the canyon. Now I'm standing here about 20 minutes till sunset. The clouds are starting to part. We're getting this beautiful light throughout the canyon here. This is going to be a gorgeous shot. This is going to be one of those epic shots this is why I do this. This is the far view and in between. Everything's just coming together. We worked hard and we're going to be rewarded for it. I'm so excited. And wouldn't you know it, the rain turned out to be the best part about this whole trip. The fading light through the last of the rain gives us this beautiful double rainbow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit subscribe. We'll be doing a lot more of these, more on the national parks, more just on traveling in general and photography. So keep updated with us. I'm heading back south. I'm going to try to hit the Eastern Sierras. We'll play it by ear though. There's a big storm hitting there right now, so we'll see how it goes. We might just make a stop by Death Valley or something else. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.